We are back. I am back. Just me. Just me. No, I'm just kidding. Taylor's actually in Georgia. She's on an assignment right now. Let's check in on her and see how she's doing.
Hi guys, so obviously my surroundings are a little bit different. I am currently in Georgia on assignment, and in the next few weeks it'll be 3 months. I didn't go 3 months without seeing him, but it's definitely been a journey and I'm ready to be done. But I wanted to let you guys know that I'm still here. It's been quite a while. And yes, so he's in North Carolina. He's taken 100% of all of like the bus things, that finishing it up. He's done an amazing job. And so yeah, so keep watching. He'll show you all the cool things that are going on.
Yeah, so we have a lot to catch up on. It's been almost 3 months. I have a new Mac. I have Final Cut Pro. So give me some time. Don't crack on these videos too hard. I am learning, but we should have videos out a little bit easier. We used to use an app, and Taylor would be on an assignment, and I would have to send her all the videos I'm doing. It was just horrible. It was. If you try to send any video over a minute, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so we had the bus in the shop. We got all new tires, we got new shocks, we got new tie rod ends, we got drag link assembly, filter changes, fluid changes. I put new headlights on the front. We got we did the butcher block. We finished our electrical system. We did the solar panels. We did painting. We did a lot. So we'll just jump right into it. And yeah. Enjoy. All right, our electrical system is up and running and functioning, so we'll give you a quick rundown on how everything works. To start, we have two 12-volt LiFePO4 batteries at 200 amp hours each, but we have it wired in series to give us a 24-volt system at 200 amp hours. So our negative wire runs off of our bus bar, positive on the battery runs to the negative, positive comes up, hits a fuse, and then it goes to a switch that we can turn on off the system as needed, and then that runs to the bus bar, positive bus bar on the Lynx distributor. This is a nice way to organize all of your wires, and under this cover, each set of the items has a fuse that is sized properly for each thing. So under this is a nice way to fuse as needed and to clean up everything. So from here, we run to our solar charge controller. We run to our inverter for our AC 110, 120 items. And then we also run to our converter to convert our 24 volt down to a 12 volt for our 12 volt items like our lights, our USBs, so we don't burn those up. And I try to clean up all of our wires. And then coming off of the roof, we have our solar panel wires right there. I have to clean all this up. That runs to a circuit breaker, and then that ultimately runs back to our charge controller to tell everything what to do. And then everything is grounded off of the distributor to the chassis. And this inverter is pretty cool because we can, off of shore power, we can charge our batteries and run our AC items as needed. And the shore power wire comes from the cap outside. Outlet to the front of the inverter, and ultimately back to power the AC bus bar on the fuse panel that will be under our table right here. Yeah, so everything is running as it should be. I tried to clean it up pretty good. So yeah. So we may or may not have cut it correctly. Still have to install the fixtures. Still have to bolt everything down. And then this is going to get 4 coats of water locks, like a sealant. So it's going to be 4 separate days of coating. It's going to be a lot darker.
Yeah, because it has a 24-hour screw time.
Yep. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And then everything's going to be painted that color. Look at this little baby. Yeah, little baby. Yeah, little baby. So let's talk solar panels. We had one that got delivered out of 4, which isn't bad, that got delivered shattered. UPS was awesome. They picked it up and delivered a new one within like a week. 1 solar panel, 2 solar panel, 3 solar panel. Oh man. We installed the solar panels up in North Carolina, but back in January I did the unistruts on the bus, 2 on each side going front to back. In preparation for this, these solar panels are a little bit different than the ones we originally planned, but they still worked perfect. So we have 4 240 watt panels for a total of 960 watts of solar. And each solar panel, so what I did is I bought more unistruts and I cut them a little bit wider than the width of the solar panel. And we mounted 3 unistruts on each solar panel. And they are mounted down by, first we mounted the unistrut using cone nuts to the unistrut that was already on the bus, and then we mounted the solar panel on that unistrut using these things that we saw on Amazon called Z brackets for solar panels. But I ditched all the hardware that came with them and I used cone nuts and a 1/4 inch bolts and hardware, and we used the red Loctite. So they're not going anywhere and they've been operating great. So we've had solar installed for about 5 weeks now. And out of those 5 weeks, we had about 8 straight days of rain and clouds. But mostly we're pretty much topped off by 10 o'clock in the morning. I have the setting on the charge controller to limit or stop the charging when it gets to about 27.5, because I noticed in the beginning when it went higher than that, the inverter would sense an overcharge on the batteries, and it would have an alarm and turn everything off. And our fridge was hooked up to that. So in the long run, if we were on the bus full time, we wouldn't want that to happen. So there's a lot of playing around with the settings in here. Yeah, so here's some stats that we've had about 5 weeks. Total, I think that's kilowatt hours. And then you can look at it per day, per month, etc. And then you can see what your solar is pulling in. And right now we're in the shade, but usually it's about like 45 volts roughly, and like it could be 13 to 18 amps that it's pulling in. It charges the batteries pretty fast with the 960 watts of solar when it's in the sun completely. But as you can see, there's sun, but right where we are in the shade. The sun starts like right in front of the bus. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. No. Leave it.